Yeah, baby. Okay. Listen, I'll be back next week. I won't be gone through the weekend. I'll be in New York Monday through Friday, and I'll be back Friday night. So listen, you have a great weekend, okay? Love you. See you soon. It was a fun night. Mom, where in the hell has J. Darroll gone off to with my suit pants? The limo's here. I need to leave. Where do you hit record on this silly thing? Okay. My idiot savant twin brother, J. Darroll, is now on here again. It looks like there's nothing I can do about it.
And we will not have enough left to stand on our own with these self-inflicted gun battles going on. I don't think so. You do leave your hard-earned money in retirement in the now overinflated stock market and take that ride back down to the low 8s. You are nutty as head-spinning Glenn Beck if you do that, of the dying Foxy News channel. Got some pretty ones up there on that silly channel, don't they? That brings me to my book, Double Down Bounce, How to Make Huge Profits in the Volatile Stock Market. I predicted pretty darn well so far, and kudos to all who took my cue on telecom and rode sprint to a double-digit ride on this past Monday. We profit takers lived for that, and that was a nice 13% and a record 8-minute super ride on a wave from heaven. Those who followed the plan and caught the rebounding wave off the two remaining big players, AT&T and Verizon, respectively in the later part of the week, know what power of principles of that book put in your trading strategy and your tactical arsenal. Those who have not had the chance for the read, it will remain at 99 cents. All J. Darroll books are under $1 right now, up through the beginning of the holiday shopping season, or until I finalize the current literary negotiation I'm involved with right now. In the meantime, take a look at the Dow chart going up, listed straight up, and the low trading volume at the bottom of it. It takes no rocket scientist to realize that this is a puffed up, overinflated balloon ready to pop at a moment's notice. The Dow was at 75 and the daily volume was at 5 to 700 million shares daily. We are now down to 125 to 200 million during most sessions, and we're close to 10,000 mark. Ain't gonna hold. There ain't enough money to support the balloon. If you haven't gotten it yet, the big money players have cashed out of the game and are well out the door. They cash in their chips. They know the chips ain't going to be worth much soon. They're on their way to metals and other real commodities. Now is the time to park your money daily and avoid the coming crash. If the market hits 10,000 and breaks through, expect a full retraction back to the mid-7s. If you hit 100-point loss pullback before 10K, only expect a retraction to the mid-8s before the bulls can rally back again. If you rode my prediction up from 7,500 mark, don't lose the 25% gain you have achieved. Park it for a short time. Catch that next wave when the downturn is over. Now, metals are good, but gold is way overpriced, and it will not sustain higher value unless the dollar just crumbles to death. I don't think that's going to happen. Safe havens for now are real basic goods, which will be used in resupplying the coming empty store shelf. The hot areas you should watch are transport stocks. Once supplies have dwindled and carriers have no goods to transport, that is the next area of major volatility. You want to watch those. If you move to basic goods, then it will be far too late at that point. Your next shift would be back into retail, which will have record profits off slower sales but higher prices with less labor to achieve their overall sales goal and profitability. Expect retail to tank in the first part of next year with empty store shelves, and returns will be lower than in previous years for Christmas returns because the lack of replacement goods won't be there. People would rather keep what you got them for Christmas this year. Once the retrench is complete, watch for lower unemployment numbers to be the leading edge of a retail rebound, and large merchandisers will go big in a move to reach maximum market share. expect Walmart, Wally, to lead this charge. Its supply chain is so long and deep, it will be the company to lead the surge back in retail goods, further crushing its weak competition. Be ready to move quickly back to stocks in a volatile time for those good rides. Volatility is our friend as profit takers and wave riders, not our enemy. If you do not understand the commodities market, Jesus, I'm on fire here. If you don't understand the commodities market, stay parked in cash, good old greenbacks, for the highest return. A low guaranteed interest from a FDIC insured bank is better than a 10 to 25% retraction of your hard-won gains over the last 6 months. Now, let's talk about that bluster, not my original word, by the way, Max Baucus, Democrat representative of the nation's insecurity lobby, to the $2 to $3 million. And believe it or not, that's not even a blip on the radar what big insurance is spending on dark alley deals up in old Washington and around the country. 50,000 furloughed employees out there playing town hallers and disrupting meetings or screaming at crippled people. Or to have a nice weekend sightseeing in the nation's capital last weekend as disgruntled patriots. Add the head-spinning Baxters and the gun nut crazies, along with the hoodless clanners finally out of the closet, and you have the core of the new Republicans. Michael Steele's new GOP, government of the prosperous, and you ain't invited. Never has the nation been more at risk from the crazy wing of the right than now, and it's time to put a stop to this nonsense before more than just a woman of color gets a beat down at the Cracker Barrel. These gun-toting crazies showing sign in the nation's capital, we left their guns at home this time, is far out there for even these nutbaggers. My hopes are the Republican senator from Indiana should begin to feel some heat shortly, considering that the Hoosier state is next to the lasting cost and insurance premium woes for the nation. Surely the man can hear the roar of an unpleased electorate, here clamoring for more cooperation than we have witnessed so far, which is zero. Mr. Baucus and the Republicans are handling $160 billion over to big insurers. That's $1.6 trillion over 10 years. Why are we handing them more money when they won't even pay for what we need covered now? Even more than that, they would have the balls to ask for publicly in these hard times. But Baucus gave it to them as a gift. Now, as a former used car salesman, I fully know this game. You reset the goalposts so far out of bounds that even a moderate compromise seems like you traded for a win for the losers. Losers is us, the American consumers on healthcare dollars. And we all walk away feeling happier? I don't think so. Wrong this time, Mr. Baucus. What you seem to lack in understanding this time is the economy. And what's left of a waning middle class can no longer afford these double-digit rises in health insurance costs. It's going to be down to your house or your insurance. Which do you want to choose? Or your job? No, employers can no longer compete with overseas companies who can produce goods for 20% less because of just the healthcare overburden we all collectively share today. Thank you, big insurance. A rampant flu season on top of empty store shelves, followed by a 500-point drop of the major indices, will make it seem like we are back to square one if we don't act and fix this situation now. If Baucus gets his way, another giant slice of the economy will go to nothing but big insurance, which in the end produces nothing in return for the investment made into it. It shuffles papers around and collects 30% of everything it's spent on healthcare. Give you a piece of that deal, would you? A further slide in the trade deficit will only make the dollar move faster down and crack further a bad engine, our economy, running on empty already. And very little compression or horsepower is in that engine. Get some sense, America, before it's too late. If we don't get health care this time, see ya.